Hello everyone. She exported a house. Everyone pictured beaches here children were stopping. They said it old colpast. They said it was churched but no one canal. The escort hidden inside trees. Crooked wells, a script that old writer saved her family, or the story theme forever. The crooked house that changed everything. Valseria Sota stood in front of the learning house and listened carefully to the word that would decide her victor. Would you expect his house as payment? The woman asked calmly. Victoria looked at the stories. The wolves learned sliced it to one side. The roof looked old. Many people in the village, which feared that the house could collapse at any moment. But Valeria did not see danger. She saved shelter. It is roof over my children's hearts. She replied quietly. I will expect it. May I am. Valeria was a widow, a mother of 6 children, and hunger does not wait for expansions. Since her husband treat life had become a daily battle. Every morning she wake up with fear in her chest, fear of impurity, plates, unpaid debates, and churning children. The village wasted here with Georging easy. Some played pet, other felt relief that it was not him. No one of hundred had help, only word. Be patient, good will prevail. Think will get better, but patency does not feel anxiety. Stomacis, a door opened by disposition on morning, with no food left at home. Victoria walked toward the laggards start in the village. The hacienda of Donald Methardy rebels. Donna Methardy was rice, respect, and fettered. She lived alone, surrounded by land, silent, and rolls. Valeria knocked on the heavy wooden door, her hand shaking but her back strong. When the door opened, she asked for work, not with pride but with dignity. I can clean, I can cook, I can work at every day. She sighed. I only ask for fair pay. Donna Methardy stood here for a long moment. Her easy wear shook, her voice firm. I don't tolerate laziness. I don't tolerate excellence. She sighed. Can't you obey? Valeria noted I can. From that day on, Valeria walked from sunrise to sunrise. She cleaned floor, watched clothes, cooked meals, and spoke only when speaking to. She never complained, never rested longer than allowed. Slowly something changed. Donna Methardy began to notice here, not out of party but out of respect. She saw loyalty strong, a woman who carried pain silent. That day everything changed on afternoon. The sun was merciless, the heart drained energy from everyone. Valeria cleaned the garden whilst Donna Methardy rested inside. In the distance, Donna Methardy, young gardener's son, played near the artificial lake. No one was watching. Colsing loungers filled the air. Unity in stopped a single slip. A space the boy fell into the water. For a moment no one moved. Fear freeze. The eldest screams come too late. Valeria did not think. She dropped the bucket and ran. Without removing her curtains, without hesitation, she jumped into the lake. The watch was cold and heavy. She stung Richard Benolti and family grabbed the child. She followed him up. She saved his life. The boy changed and carried the silent storied. The movement changed everything. The unexpected reward. Duna met Hardy wasted in shock. And then in Get Hardy, the night she called Valoria into her study. You saved it, my grandson, she sighed slowly. I owe you a debt I cannot repay with money. Then she made an offer that surprised everyone. She offered Valoria the learning house, the unwanted. The house was built by many late husbands. She exported it and something no one canoed. Valoria exported not canoeing what she was thoroughly receiving the script behind the crooked wood. Day after moving in, Valoria noted something strong. The floor sounded low. One night, Currency who said here no investing behind closed board. She discovered a hidden room. Inside were old documents, gold coins and letters revealing a forgotten inheritance. The house was crooked not by accident, but to hide the script behind in that script saved her life. The inheritance allowed Valoria to pay her debts for her children and rebuild the house safety. But more importantly, it restored her design to the lesson. Valoria learning that countries never goes united choice can change decency and something what looked like danger is accidentally celebration. The village stupid which planning they started learning never judge what someone extended out on naturally. Never underestimate a mother a strong, and never ignore the cold hairs among us. This is something a crooked house carried the strongest lesson of all. The first night in the crooked house was silent but heavy. The unpaced toes, the tilted walk like which peer from the past. Valoria lay Aoki on the old metal staircase. Children sloping also together bases here. For the first time in months they had uttered a full man. Still stop did not come easily. The script room haunted here tones, the gold coins, the document, the letter waters in trembling hand warning. They did not feel like a blessing. They felt like a responsibility. At sunrise, Valoria returned to the hidden room. She read the letter carefully. They belonged to Duna met her late husband. The words spoke of fear, betrayal, and protection. I did this not for greed on later side, but to keep it safe from trolls who would desert us. Valoria realized the trust that wolves had in Omesis surprise in that village. Soon the village notice changed. Valoria children looked at her. The house replaced began for no longer run out which fear returned longer than before. Where did not the money come from? A poor widow did rise overnight. The house was cursed, they sighed. Even once strong began walking near the property at night. On everything, Valoria saw shone down near the window. Footstep voiced. Fear returned, but this time she did not freeze. She remembered something Donna Matardi once told here. Too strong in towing, honest when compassion expect a taste of ignorance. Valoria went to Donald Matardi the next morning and rewarded everyone. The hidden room, the documents, the inheritance. Duna Matardi list turned without intervening where Veluria, fishing silent, filled the room. Finally, the old woman spoke. I give you that house, she sighed, but I was waiting the sea. Old king of person you thoroughly are. She stood walked to a locked cabin and opened it. Inside were legal papers. The intervention Duna maternity side belong to you no legality test filled. Valoria easy. You didn't have to tell me. Matardi continue, but you did, and honesty is rare than gold. The night of danger, the some weak danger aerobit. Turbans come for the street. They will beat the crooked house still his textures. Valoria wall to the sound of breaking war. Her children cheered in fear. She had team in them secret room. The very place the on fragmented here. She stood at the door alone. No old weapons, no with anger. We changed before the Tibet's cold intergators from Duna Matardi a instant aerobit the men filled into the darkness. That night Valoria understood something powerful. The house no longer learned from weakness. It stood pieces of stone and new beginning must passes. Valoria turned part of the house into a shelter for struggling women. She told them still helped them find work and remembered them of their work. Her children were to school. Langers returned to her home. Fear no longer returned her night. The cooked house became a symbol, not of danger, but of hope, lesson of heart. Life will test you, change it. We are forters, aerobics. What you do with an exported, balancing defines who you are. Valoria did not choose greed. She chose honesty. She chose change. And because of that here Victor stood stronger than any strong well ever called to be continued. The cooked house no longer felt like a place of fear. It had become a home. Yet spaced quality not in luxury but in dignity. Valoria's children create strong witcher and kindled the well of the house where replied careful. But Valoria never allowed it to be made perfect. She lived a sum till in on caring where on you fixed it comparting people escaped. Valoria allows some wounded smollett so we are never forget where we come from. A final visit on winter morning Duna met her the aerobeat and the house learning on a calm again and separated her voice but on her strong. She looked around and saw children throwing women learning skills and lifestyle, feeling the one's fit heart's blessing. You turned my husband straight into something better. She sighed. Valoria replied, "Better. You trusted me when I had nothing. This is the results of this toast. Duna Matardi honested here and even copy inside was a legal document. I am leaving you the rest of my estate." She sighed, "Not pieces, you saved my getting son, but pieces, you saved my faith on people." Test field, but Valoria did not cannot. She stood pieces. She was no longer broke. The lost test when Duna met her basic. Ew, the village get horror. This time there we are no which period, only respect. Valoria in hand had wolves, but she did not abandon simplicity. She built school food centered and shut her. She reversed titles, reversed power. She chose survivor. One day her elder son asked mother, "Where do you help everyone when you suffered so much?" Valoria looked at the cooked house, glowing in the every night sun. Mrs. Saffarning took me something, she sighed. Pain should not make us curly. It should make us careful. At King the house, 2 short years later, when Valoria was old, she gathered her children and told them the final truth. The gold did save us, she sighed. The house did save us. Doing the right things did. When Valoria faced a peaceful, the night remembered it. Still standing, still strongly cooked, but stronger than even final lessons. Not every bird sing comes looked perfect. No every short heart looked safe, and not every poor beginning leads to a small ending, something to tell. Everyone factor in the every toast, the saved a life, and something a cooked house. It is the strong family of L. Thanks for watching.